Yo, it's time. For those of you that are out of the loop, my plan is to turn my car into a metal maniac. And now we're here for the first episode. We're gonna keep it simple. I'll tell you my baseline plan, I'll catch you up with all the projects done to date. You guys can go down in the comments and leave me some ideas, and then we'll move on to swapping the motor in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. Moving on. Let's start with the base car. A 1970 Buick Skylark Custom. Thing looks pretty sick, very classy kind of muscle. We're gonna ruin that piece by piece. First things first, we gotta muscle it up a bit. Now, when I got this car, it was blue. Had a flat hood, stock wheels, and no spoiler. Looked good, but it didn't really scream muscle. So, the first thing I did was paint it into something a bit more aggressive. Yeah, the silver and red is pretty great, but I'm not sure it really screams Metal Maniac. But maybe if I can afford it, I can do a Maniac style wrap towards the end of the series. Hell, I already got a design in mind. After paint comes some body mods, and by body mods I mean some stuff that ups the B factor by at least 60%. That's right, hood tack, spoiler, and front chin splitter, baby. Now, I love these things because they completely change the profile of the car, add a lot to the sporty factor. Now we're no longer cruiser, we're getting into bruiser territory. As much as I love drag racing, a Metal Maniac has to be able to turn. Now's the time to piece every suspension kit together. This is a one-of-a-kind build, so I need a one-of-a-kind system. No expense will be spared. I talked to dozens of specialists, scoured over hundreds of forums, learning everything I could about a kit. BMR Stage 2 kit, actually. Runs pretty good. After that was wheels. Now, I love the 5 spokes Metal Maniacs have, but try as I might, I just did not like how they looked on my car. Maybe it's just me, but I'm an old school guy. I like more tread than rim as far as looks are concerned. I like them thick. Maybe in the future, when I need a set of track rims, I can think about getting some torque thrusts, but for my everyday tires, I decided to go with some ProStar style rims, which you guys might recognize as the popular Hot Wheels 5SP. Yeah, they're Taro's wheels, so therefore, they're cool enough. And finally, before we get to the plan, pretty much the only Metal Maniac mod I've added so far are my side pipes. Now, these are a set of Patriot side pipes. I had to fabricate the mounts myself because the ones it came with looked like crap. But now that they're properly installed, they look beastly. Now that that's out of the way, let's go into the idea stage of Project Metal. I would call it Project Maniac, but that was already taken by my boy Overused. It's a pretty sick build, you should check it out. I can link his Instagram in one of these places. It's mirrored, I can't tell. Now, my car already mostly looks the part from outside, so this is going to be mostly a tech-focused series. A lot of this is left up to budget and when I can do these things, so I'll keep it simple. Exposed engine, working nitrox, and working accelerchargers. Now, obviously, I can't go into detail telling you exactly how I'm going to do these things now, or else you guys aren't going to have a reason to watch, but I think you guys will be pretty satisfied with what I come up with. And I'm probably going to do a little bit more because, you know, I get carried away with this kind of stuff. But these are going to be the core changes that 110% will happen. So, without further ado, let's get into the engine swap. 496 big block Chevy, making 622 horsepower at around 6250 RPM.
Hey guys, so what's going on? Welcome to the Project Metal Maniac build series. And today, basically, we're just dropping in the engine. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's go over some specifics first. So, we got here, big block Chevy, 496. Down in at 622 horsepower, so decent amount of power going in. And then, let's go over some of the build. I have AFR Heads, number 305. I have a, what's it called? Edelbrock Victor JR intake. And hang on, I have the cam specs right here. Just gotta give it a second. By the way, 496 internals, all forged, domed pistons, everything, crank, rods, pistons, all forged. So this thing's gonna be able to take a little bit of nitrous. I think my builder said 250, so just to play safe, I'm probably gonna go 200. So bringing this thing to a grand total of probably 820 at the crank, maybe around 700 at the wheels. So really excited for that. Okay, so here are the cam specs, in case any of you guys want to replicate this build. 250 intake, 255 exhaust, 620 lift, and the cam is a 114 LSA, which, again, able to handle some nitrous. Power band's pretty good. Power band starts around 35, and then goes all the way up to, I think it stops making power at 6,200. So, high rev and big block Chevy. You don't see that very often. So this thing's like 496 Screaming Eagles going down the way. But yeah, basically what I'm going to do is this is probably going to be the last time you hear me talking for a while. I'm going to show you guys a little time-lapse thing of putting on the front accessories. So, obviously we are not in the same place. That is because a lot of different stuff happened, a lot of different things had to change, but car's in a different spot. I got the engine all the way in, and yeah, let me show you guys how it looks. So here it is, right here. Instead I switched out the Edelbrock carburetor with a Holly. I'm sure I got a couple guys pretty happy about that. But yeah, no, I just it's all together. A couple notes. So first things first, air filter. Obviously, okay, that thing is freaking out. So first things first, air filter. Obviously, that's a little bit on the small side, so definitely probably a couple breathing issues. But if I want to keep the stock hood right now, which, you know, I love my hood. It's a good hood. If I want to keep my stock hood, that's what I have to do for right now. I have plans, possibly a headlight intake in the future, but you know, I can't do everything all at once. I gotta figure these things out one at a time. Then here we got the exhaust. Exhaust is definitely on the small side. We're looking at what, 2.5 inches for a 600 horsepower engine, so it is definitely choking down some power. And you know, eventually, you know, I'm gonna get myself a cutout and stuff just to, you know, help with that a little bit. But right now, you know, I just need the car drivable, and I need to be able to, you know, be able to hear people when I'm talking. Another slight issue is I haven't perfectly tuned the carburetor yet. You know, the regular, you know, air-fuel mixture is good. I'm having issues with a very lean stumble. I'm waiting for parts in to fix that, so I won't be able to floor it from a dead stop. But you know what? Actually, I think I want to show this to you guys. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Come on.
So obviously it sounds pretty good. Definitely, it's quieter than I thought it would be, but granted, you know, that's the exhaust, the Patriot side pipes. It's basically a giant long muffler. But yeah, I love the way that sounds. So I figured, you know, let's take it for a little drive. All right, here we go. There we go. I gotta fix that starter. Man, it is hot in here. I love that summer heat, good lord. I can pretty much take off from second and third gear. I got, this thing's got a TH400 with 411 gears, a 496 Chevy, and an overdrive unit. So if I need this thing to haul, it can. Oh, that feels good. I love that. That feels really fun. I'm sweating like hell, but at least the car's staying cool. 182 and it's holding, so that's good. It feels so good. I'm not used to being able to trust this car. Now, I haven't had the guts to rev this engine up to 6K yet, both due to the back pressure from the exhaust and the fact that I don't trust the car yet. But, you know, maybe in a future video. I don't see any cops. Yeah, she feels really good. Let's drop a gear. She feels nice. Last pull. She feels good. I'm loving it. She feels amazing. It feels great. I haven't driven this car in 2 years. So yeah, no, it makes a difference to my mood. I know it sounds dumb to say, but just a little bit happier. Oh, school zone. Last pull, I swear. Parked. Oh, it's like therapy. Just the minute I press the button, I feel better.
And that was the first video of the series. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a bit of a shorter video, I want to say. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And if you want to keep up to date with this build, ring that bell down below. Now, I'm not a career YouTuber. I don't know when the next video is going to be, but, you know, it'll be probably within the next couple of months, so we'll figure something out. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys all have a good day. Peace.